request actually. Someone very kindly gave me some banter and was asking if I could give them some advice on how to create subtones. So I thought I'd get the soprano out for this one, which is my Selma Series 2. And I've got on here a soloist, Selma Soloist C mouthpiece, and a very hard reed, size 4 Vanderin reed, and a Vanderin Optimum ligature. And it is Optimum. I actually like this ligature, it does make a difference. If you're interested actually to know more about my setup and how I came to these setups and what other mouthpieces and bits and bobs I've tried, then do write me a little comment and I will discuss further the bits and bobs and accessories that I've come across and liked, and ones that I've spent money on and then ended up putting on eBay because it was a waste of money and what not. So yeah, give me some chat about that. Anywho, so subtone. The reason why I chose the soprano, I find the soprano quite an obnoxious sound. Not a massive soprano fan. I'm more kind of a alto tenor player myself, and I only really use subtone on the soprano because it warms it up a lot. It's the difference between, the low register in particular is good place for me to demonstrate for you. So it's the difference between this sound and this. Let me do. They're very similar. It's a tiny change. Listen carefully. If I go a bit lower, you might hear it even more. And hopefully the second one of all of those is sort of fluffier. And I like the fluffier sound. That's what we're going for. That's the subtone that we want. Right, this took me a little while to get actually, so I'll try and explain how I got it and hopefully it'll be helpful for you. It's a lot to do with your mouth position, but also to do with the support and breath control. So it's not just a mouth position thing, and I think that's where I clicked and suddenly got it. So for your regular tone, the chin is quite far forward, your throat is quite open, tongue right back. So if you take the back of your tongue, I think of 3 different areas of your tongue. You've got the tip of your tongue, the middle of your tongue, which is kind of the, that area, and the back. I'm talking about the back, so the g, k, that area. Take that area of your tongue, push it back, and you should get this kind of effect. Bullfrog, that kind of thing. So normal and bullfrog. So you're aiming to open up as much as possible to get a nice tone down the bottom there. But it's still, to me, it still sounds a bit like a duck. So I prefer subtone, which is a bit warmer. Now, subtone. To be able to create that, you need much more of an ooh-shaped mouth than an E. So normal tone is more E, subtone is much more ooh. You actually almost, blow your saxophone a little kiss. You're sort of pouting a little bit. It's this sort of shape. Pulls down and jaw back quite a long way. Maggie Thatcher style, creating that double chin, but keeping that throat really open still. Now what you'll find, especially if you're feeling a bit tentative with it, is that it sort of won't come out. Keep really strong, edges of your mouth really, really strong, and it actually needs more air behind it, even though it's got this sort of fluffy, fuzzier tone about it, and you instinctively think it must need less air and therefore be quieter. Just because it's warmer, it doesn't mean it has less air behind it. You actually need more air and more support than if you're in a normal tone. Yeah, I'm really, really flexing my diaphragm here. So you might want to warm up your diaphragm first. Think about some, Santa Claus, ho, 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 and make sure that area is really on form and ready to commit to subtone. And then, also, you may see me doing this motion with my finger. This is called a pick fingering, and it means I don't have to tongue. I find if I'm using the tip of my tongue to then tongue, and I've got myself into this brilliant position for subtone, it disturbs my perfect embouchure position. So you might want to try this as well. All that you do is you click your finger down as you blow, down as you blow. So try it on just a normal tone anyway, maybe in your higher register where they're easier to get out. See, on a C you have to use this finger, but as a rule it's always your pointing finger. And then you can use it on your lower register as well. Okay, so just a really, really quick tutorial on how I got there. If you manage to get subtone having watched this video, then please give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Yeah, let me know. I'd love to hear from you, so do write me a comment. And in general, give me some chat. I love hearing from you. Always try and get back to you, and if you've got any requests on anything you particularly like me to talk about, or any tunes that you'd like to learn, that you'd like me to discuss or explain, then yeah, give me some chat, put some comments. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe, join the party. And if you're interested to know more about me and my tootling around London town or abroad, I just got back from Bahrain actually, which is why I look like this. Turns out it's really far away. I don't think I really realised how far away it was when I signed up for that gig. Anyway, Bahrain, fun times. So yeah, if you're interested to know what I'm up to, then follow me on Twitter. I tend to chat there most days. And in the meantime, take care, peace and love, bye. Is that a good one to do? Why it squeaks? Yeah, let's do that. I'll make a little note. So, reasons why the saxophone squeaks.